Hi all, Lee from Wisteria Ones here, or Wisteria Magic. Today I'm going to do a video talking about Hollywood, and I don't mean the money scumbag sex trafficking people across the pond. The holly tree or holly bush. Most people think of it as a holly bush, which is what I used to think of. But here at Wisteria, me and my partner always try and think how people would have used things or made things in pagan times or druid times. And Julie wanted an athame, which is like a spiritual knife, to go on her altar, and was thinking, well, they wouldn't have used metal, because possibly they wouldn't have had metal as such, living in the woods and that, no money, no metal and that. So I started experimenting with different woods, and luckily we came across a holly branch which was quite wide, and to my surprise, the quality of the wood and for carving was absolutely fantastic. Now, as I say, most people think of a holly as a holly bush, but if you look here behind me, this is a holly tree, and it's massive, and the wood quality of it is really good. And I didn't know this until I started working with it. Now, interesting with a holly tree, it's a very spiritual tree for a start off. We all know that at the bottom of the tree you get the spiky stuff, and then as you look up the tree, obviously you can't see from here, but the leaves have got no spikes in at all, and obviously that's because the tree is protecting itself from animals eating. They're not going to get the spiky stuff, so they don't need to make spikes at the top of the tree. So I'm going to show you some of the athames that we've made, and I'll put a link below if you're very interested in that. It was an interesting thing to do. We've got one here. This is one of them. It's alright, we've got deer. Obviously we've seen the deer around here lately. So that's an athame, a holly athame. And as you can see, the quality of the wood is really good. And we've got some signs on there: fire, earth, water, air. Left some of the green on. And interestingly, as we was carving, we'd leave it green and start actually coming out of the wood and all that again, which obviously gives it a nice touch. And we've got another one here. This is the other one. I don't know if the camera picks up the greenness of it, but green comes through. It's quite substantial. It actually looks like bone, and the quality of that, probably could actually stab somebody with that and it'd actually go through the skin. So yeah, so that's a little on the holly bush. I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of that, and when you're carving with it as well, when you first carve off the bark and that, the smell of that it's really an earthy smell. So again, if you're into carving and that, get out there. I mean, we're as lucky, we don't like obviously cutting branches of things off any tree, so we tend to walk around. When we're walking around, we've got a lot of country lanes around here, and we'll see not so much holly fallen, but we obviously see oak and all that would be fallen and things. And we did come across some holly that had been cut from a graveyard, and some yew we got from a graveyard as well, obviously that had been cut. And that's what we tend to do. We don't want to be cutting, trees and things like that, because we just don't. They're our friends as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, so the holly bush athames, again, we do sell them. I'll put a link below, and again, if you want to like and subscribe, always every bit helps us. Okay, have a good day and blessed be.